Hey, good morning. Hey, so many times you hear people say, how do you have a relationship with Jesus? Um, you just say something, or even at times you hear somebody say, he knows God. What does that mean? Well, today in Psalms 119, beginning in verse 57, we see somebody that has a relationship with the Lord. It says, Lord, you are mine. I promise to obey your words. With all my heart, I want your blessings. Be merciful as you promised. I pondered the direction of my life, and I turned to follow your laws. So I will hurry without delay to obey your commands. Evil people try to drag me into sin, but I am firmly anchored in your instructions. I rise at midnight to thank you for your just regulations. I am a friend to anyone who fears you, anyone who obeys your commandments. O Lord, your unfailing love fills the earth. Teach me your decrees. Right away, he says, Lord, you are mine. He's talking about a relationship. So how did that happen? Well, I think verse 59 answers that question. He says, I pondered the direction of my life, and I turned to follow your laws. See, he made a decision. He decided that he wanted to be a follower of Jesus. But it's interesting. He says, I counted the cost. He pondered the direction. So he looked at where he was going. He looked at what he was doing. He thought, what will it take to become a follower? What will I need to give up? What will I need to sacrifice? What will I need to surrender? And then he said, this is worth it. It's all worth it. And then in verse 60, he says, I will hurry without delay. So he takes immediate action. He doesn't ponder and then say, you know what, I'm going to just sit on this for a while. No, he weighs out, he counts the cost, and he says, oh my goodness, I have to know Jesus. And without any delay, he begins to obey the commands of the Lord. Verse 61 says that he avoids temptation. He said that some of his people around him, some people that aren't followers of Jesus, they try to suck him in. They try to bring him in. They try to entice him to do things. And he says that I just begin to avoid those situations. In verse 62, he says, I rise at midnight to thank you. He's a dedicated follower of the Lord. That's a sacrifice. Sometimes you need to wake up a little earlier so you can read the Bible and pray before you go to work. Sometimes you need to stay up a little later because maybe you have children or responsibilities that don't allow you to just have time in the afternoon. Whatever that takes, you're willing to do that. In this case, he rises at midnight to thank the Lord. It says that in verse 63, he's a friend to anyone who fears God. Basically, he's a co-laborer. He wants to encourage other believers. He wants to serve other believers, maybe even mentor them and support them, help them along in their journey with Jesus. Why does he do that? Verse 64 says, O Lord, your unfailing love fills the earth. It's all about Jesus. And he loves you. He loves you. And so you chase passionately after this love. Ponder the direction of your life and make a decision for Jesus. Do that today. God bless you.